Have you ever met people who have never taken an English course, don't read anything, and yet, after a few months, are already speaking English as if they learned how to tie a tie? On the other hand, there are others who burn the midnight oil studying English every day, read countless English books, watch movies, TV shows, and YouTube videos only in English, and barely remember a tenth of what they studied. Isn't it frustrating? That's when you shout, "Life isn't fair." Is this true? Do some people just have the talent for learning languages while others don't? Let me tell you, if you are reading or listening and fairly understanding what I'm saying here, then you have the potential to master this language. With ideal conditions, that is, studying, practicing every day, I think practically anyone can learn a language. Simply put, we're not all the same. Some will learn faster than others. You may have to put in more effort and work than someone equipped with a better memory. In a previous video, I explained about Mormon missionaries. These missionaries go to preach in different countries with different languages. They receive a language course 3 months prior to going to that country. But as you can imagine, when they arrive, they're completely lost. And what does a missionary do every day? They have to knock on doors and talk to people. Picture that situation in your mind. Is it hard? Of course it is. But in just a few months, you will see that they are already speaking the new language much better than when they arrived. Of course, not everyone is at the same level. Some may speak it fluently. Others still stumble when speaking. But I have never seen one of them who did not learn the language. So, what could I be doing wrong, you may ask yourself? Are you talking to people in English if you live in the US? Are you watching TV shows, movies, or YouTube videos in English? If you're studying the language, but everything else you see and hear is entirely in Spanish, you won't make much progress. And if you live in a Latin country, can you be excused? Now we have the internet, Netflix, where we can easily communicate with someone and watch shows in English. There is no excuse. Learning a language is not the same as learning to play an instrument. To play an instrument, you have to be born with some degree of musical ability. Not everyone plays instruments or knows how to sing. But have you ever met someone without mental deficiencies who doesn't speak the language in your country? Look, I have trouble memorizing stuff. Still, there are many people who think I'm some kind of genius and have a vast knowledge about languages. Not necessarily. And how did I get it? Well, languages are my passion. I love them. So I become obsessed with learning them. I spend more time on this than the average person. How many times do I have to repeat something to make it stick in my mind? You have no idea. Have you ever done this? Learn a phrase, then sit down and repeat it possibly 30 times? Then repeat it later. Then do the same thing the next day. I have to work extra hard to memorize things. Others may have been blessed with a good memory. And I said to myself, what's the point of complaining? Can I change this situation? Well, I have no choice but to work harder than others.